Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
For the drive to 500,000 subscribers. We're still working on the slogan.
WWE brought back Paul Heyman's ECW as the company's third brand in 2006, following the successful one-night stand pay-per-views. While the show didn't get off to the best of starts, they announced their first brand-exclusive pay-per-view under the WWE banner, December to Dismember. However, it was a show that was so badly promoted and poorly received, it spelt the end for ECW and its creator. I am Luke Owen, and this is the pay-per-view that killed ECW. Paul Heyman and ECW announced December to Dismember around 6 weeks before the show, revealing Big Show's ECW Championship would be defended in the first ever Extreme Elimination Chamber against former champion Rob Van Dam, Test, Sabu, Bobby Lashley, and CM Punk. The only other match announced for the card, a pay-per-view remember, was the Hardy Boys vs M&M, none of which wrestled for the ECW brand, which was announced 1 week before the show. According to reports from the time, this was Heyman's idea, as he only used to promote a couple of matches for ECW pay-per-views in the 1990s. The problem was that December to Dismember was the second of 3 $40 WWE pay-per-views in 4 weeks, 1 week after Survivor Series and 2 weeks before Armageddon. This was, almost without question, the worst promoted pay-per-view in company history. As of Sunday afternoon, WWE Creative was still only aware of 4 matches. The show was having other issues outside of its undercard. Heyman and Vince McMahon were constantly disagreeing over the booking of the show, with Heyman going to bat for CM Punk to win the ECW Championship, while McMahon wanted Lashley to beat Big Show for the belts. Heyman's idea was to start the match with Punk and Big Show, and have Punk tap out Show before the third man even joins the match, guaranteeing a new champion and cementing CM Punk as their new guy going forward. McMahon wanted it to be Lashley, and felt that he needed to beat Show and another heel 2-on-1 at the end of the match. Although neither man could see the other's point, one wrestler liked Heyman's idea more than Vince's. Vince hated my idea. He especially hated the fact that Big Show liked it. Big Show is so underappreciated in terms of how smart he is to the business and how willing he is to make new stars. Another problem was Sabu, who was reportedly becoming difficult to work with in WWE. A few reports said that there was an incident at the Nassau Coliseum a week prior, with the homicidal wrestler unable to get through one of his infamously short promos. Heyman made the call to remove him from the match and replace him with Hardcore Holly, meaning ECW's pay-per-view main event would only have one ECW original in Rob Van Dam. The show opened with the Hardys and M&M, but quickly fell off a cliff with unannounced matches like Matt Striker vs Balls Mahoney, Elijah Burke and Sylvester Terkay vs the FBI, and Daivari vs Tommy Dreamer. And then, only an hour and a half into the pay-per-view, Paul Heyman came out to introduce the main event. Not only did I realize that this is going to suck, not only is everyone going to throw this back at us, but this show is going to run short. And during the show, I pointed all this out to Vince, which just angered him even more, and he didn't care. It was very clear going in that the crowd were only behind Punk and RVD. So of course they were quite upset when Punk was eliminated first and RVD went out shortly thereafter. Fans began to boo and chant, "Where's my refund?" even chanting for rival promotion TNA at one point. In the end, Lashley won and the show went off the air after only 2 hours and 17 minutes. It was an indescribably bad show. December to Dismember was not only a catastrophe on screen, it only drew 90,000 pay-per-view buys, the lowest in WWE history. The following day, Vince McMahon and Paul Heyman had a closed-door meeting where the two reportedly shouted at each other for a long time, with McMahon upset about how the pay-per-view went down and Heyman criticizing Vince for holding him back while booking ECW. Heyman was very upset with the limitations McMahon had given him that had resulted in an ECW product nothing like the ECW of the 90s. McMahon ended the meeting telling him to pack his bags and go home. The ECW brand never recovered from December to Dismember. Following the pay-per-view, Bobby Lashley would enter into a feud with Vince McMahon, which resulted in Vinnie Mac winning the ECW Championship. The brand was eventually cancelled in 2010, replaced with a new reality TV show called NXT. We've got other great wrestling content here on WrestleTalk, so click the videos to the left to find out more. Press subscribe, support WrestleTalk on Patreon, and order the magazine. I have been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.